Well, one of the biggest movie brands in Hollywood is in some hot water. According to Variety, the Marvel Universe is facing a drop in audience engagement on top of issues with one of its stars. What will this mean for the Marvels opening in theaters today? Our film critic Rad is here with the answer. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So we're going to talk Marvels in just a sec, but first we obviously have to get to the big news. The after strike is over. So tell me where you were when you found out the news.
I was actually at a screening here in Toronto on Viola Desmond Day. This is Wednesday night with Ava DuVernay. She's premiering her or showing her movie Origin. And I just happened to be in the hallway with her as she received the call from her star, Anjanae Ellis, being like, the strike is over. And that meant her star could finally talk about the movie because they've all been kind of muzzled through this whole. So Ava was literally doing a happy dance in front of me. And that's when I was like, oh, it's over. And I think all of us are kind of suffering a little PTSD after this really long writer strike and SAG strike. So it's kind of hard to process. But the last 24 hours has been a whirlwind where it just feels like Hollywood is celebrating, like the tap is open, everyone's ready to jump into work and then finally be able to open their mouths and speak about their things. I was on the phone with Maitrey Ramakrishnan last night, the star of Never Have I Ever, and she's like, by the way, guys, I'm in season 7 of Big Mouth and I couldn't tell you that before, and I'm sharing a credit with Megan Thee Stallion. And so she's excited to just jump back into the audition world and just do what she loves, and also to tell you that she loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which she couldn't say before any of this. I was on the phone with Miles Dale, who's Guillermo del Toro's producer, Canadian producer, who's they were prepping Frankenstein, their next movie, Frankenstein, and it was cutting it really close. They were like, we haven't been able to talk to our actors for months, I was talking to him at the end of the day last night. He's like, I've been on the phone all day securing deals with my actors and figuring out, let's get you into costume because we got to get ready to shoot.
Okay, so they're ready. We're gonna feel the delayed effect. 2024 might be a little quiet. There's a few big releases, but 2025 we'll be back at the theaters. If you're going to the theaters this weekend, the Marvels, there's a lot of drama happening in this whole kind of business model of the MCU. So what's going on here? Yeah,
so as you mentioned, Variety dropped this cover story, and what they was talking about is all these little disasters that are brewing all over the place and kind of colliding at once. One of the big ones being their big star, Jonathan Majors. He's got this trial coming up. He's going to trial at the end of this month facing harassment and assault charges, misdemeanor harassment and assault charges. And that really like throws a wrench in the Marvel 5-year plan because he was being set up as the big bad villain, like the new Thanos, his character Kang. So that's one of the disasters. The other disaster is superhero fatigue. People are tired. They had this business plan where what they were doing was always making sure that there is a Marvel in front of you at all times, whether it's a movie in theaters like the Marvel's opening today or a series like Loki streaming on Disney Plus, which is finishing its final season, or its second season, sorry, not final season, second season today. So, like that constant churning out, people are starting to check out of that, losing interest, but also you're seeing the drop in quality because their VFX departments and their writing departments are just feeling very stretched thin by constantly churning out content, but also like bending to the whims of executive decisions. So all of that together, and all of that you can feel kind of in this movie, The Marvels, where
so
it
let's
just
talk
feels,
about it.
yeah.
So when you've seen it, and so what was your takeaway from that?
I mean, look, like I was initially enjoying it, and most of the reason why I was enjoying it is because of Iman Vellani, who you know Iman Vellani, Markham's Ontario's young star, plays Miss Marvel. She is so fun, she's so energetic, she brings us cheer and enthusiasm. And in the early scenes, she has this great chemistry with Brie Larson and Teyonah Parris, who are the other Marvels here. This is a movie about how they find their powers entangled, and so every time they use their powers, they end up switching spots. So there's a lot of fun there. There's a great early scene where they're in kind of a fight where they're fighting people between a space station and a house in New Jersey, and they keep swapping spaces. That's the most fun. That's early on, but then it just turns into the same old Marvel mess where it's like, let's talk about multiverse and intergalactic stuff and try and put together a story that's just really just setting up IP for later. And you feel like kind of the corporate overlords, like speaking to those problems, like this is a movie that is directed by Marvel's first Black female director, Nia DaCosta. She gave an interview 2 months ago talking about how, this is the Marvel machine. This is not my movie. This is a movie. This is Kevin Feige's movie, and I had to take a back seat. And she basically put into words what a lot of people have been saying, that Marvel just gets these promising young directors and makes them direct like corporate product, and we're definitely seeing that with the Marvels,
Okay, so who would you say this one is for then?
I mean, this is for the people who love movies like Black Widow and Thor: The Dark World. Like, if, Marvel fans will make apologies for these movies and say they enjoyed them, and they'll probably do the same for this.
Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying. It's like the stepping stone because you're not quite there at the destination yet, and you got to get through it, but you just got to watch it so you know what's happening next. I feel that as a Marvel fan.
Like following what you just said is like following a Marvel movie.
Yeah, 1,000%. Rad, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, right, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.